In this video I'm going to focus purely on the security aspects of droplet computing and how it complements and addresses some of the challenges that customers face when migrating to Windows 10 or trying to achieve Cyber Essentials. First thing you'll notice, the OS that I'm doing the demo on is one of the 4 operating systems currently supported, this OS being Ubuntu. The other 3 operating systems are Windows 10, Mac OS or Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. Simply choose which operating system you want as a base OS, install Droplet Computing and then run your Windows applications inside that container. So let's look at the container and the security features. So as I mentioned, 2 key areas I want to focus on are Cyber Essentials and Windows 10 migration. Probably 2 of the most common topics I discuss with customers when looking at Droplet. Droplet computing will take your problem apps and make them safe, make them secure, and isolate them away from your underlying operating system, allowing you to achieve Cyber Essentials accreditation status because you're running them on, i.e. Windows 10, Linux or Mac OS, or alternatively help you migrate to Windows 10 for those apps that are not supported on Windows 10 for whatever reason. Now, there's many reasons why customers are having these pain points, and I've heard quite a few. I'll give you some examples. It may well be that the application you have doesn't have a Windows 10 option. There's no upgrade path because it was in-house, it was bespoke, the software vendor that you bought it from is no longer around. Alternatively, it could be that there is an upgrade path. Unfortunately, you can't afford the latest version that works on Windows 10. Therefore, you have to stay on Windows 7, and that's causing a problem from a Cyber Essentials perspective. There is so many different versions of pain points that Droplet addresses head on. So let's show you how we can back that up. Droplet was recently pen tested by the NCC group, and the findings of that penetration test was that the container itself couldn't be penetrated from outside the container. Any applications that were installed inside the container could be securely locked down and isolated away from the underlying operating system, ultimately addressing all the challenges we just highlighted there. It's a massive advantage if you've got any of those issues, if you've got any of those problems. The full penetration report is available. More than happy to share it with you. Just reach out to me. My telephone number is on my LinkedIn profile. Alternatively, if you want to email me and discuss it, my email address is in the description of this video. So let's look a bit deeper and show you some real examples of the pain points that I see every day and how Droplet addresses it. So one of the most common apps that I see and hear daily that are impacting those 2 key challenges is Internet Explorer, and pretty much everything that comes with Internet Explorer, so Java being one of the main ones. So as you can see, I've just launched Internet Explorer. The particular version of IE that I'm using on this Linux build is Internet Explorer 8. And again, just to prove that to you, let's click about. As you can see, it's Internet Explorer 8. So that will allow you to take your IE based applications and your Java based plugins, etc., and continue to run them securely inside the Droplet container, accessed via Windows 10, Mac OS, or any of the 2 Linux versions that are currently supported. Now, another common thing that I'd like to show you, I'm logged in as an administrator just now, and I want to show you some of the features of the administrator tasks. So as you can see, let's look at my program files. As you can see, I already have Java installed. To prove that to you, I'm going to open up command prompt, type in a small command, and prove that A, it is installed, and B, which version is it I have installed. And as you can see, yes, it's installed, and it's a really old version, 1.5.0 /15. A really old version. It could be any version, it could be any app, doesn't need to be IE. If you have a problem app that's giving you issues, preventing you from moving to Windows 10, giving you issues with being Cyber Essentials accredited, Droplet Computing should be on your list. If you'd like to test Droplet, any questions on Droplet, again, my telephone number is on my LinkedIn profile, and my email address is on the description of this video. Another thing I want to show you before I finish is Droplet is very easy to pick up. Hopefully you've saw in this short demo lots of familiar user interfaces. Another familiar user interface that I want to show you is the control panel, finally. And again, as you can see, once you're beyond the skin of Droplet and you're underneath it, it is pretty much based on Windows, and everything that you've done on your desktop for years, all the skills you've been using for years, and the tools you've been using for years, SSCM, Mobile Iron, etc., can still be used within the container. If you want to find out more about that, reach out to me, speak to me. If you like what you've seen and you think it was worthwhile watching, please hit my like button. Please hit the like button on the video, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you.